Hi there, ladies. It's Miranda here from Pliable. Lovely to have you here. I want to talk today about our metabolism and actually how important our mindset is for our metabolism and so that we can become a fat burning machine. Because I don't know about you, but I tried so many things to boost my metabolism. I tried lemon water, the green tea, spicy food, those metabolism tablets, having heaps more protein, training harder, doing all the weights, all that stuff. And look, some of those things are a bit silly and crazy, and some of them actually really help us, like obviously our weight training and fueling ourselves appropriately to have more muscle. That will be things that will boost our metabolism, no doubt. But actually what I discovered was my mindset and my brain and whether it was on board or not with burning fat and being my leanest for me or not was actually my 80-90% dictating my metabolism, whether I burnt fat or not. Because sometimes it didn't matter how hard I tried. I try super hard, do everything right and all the things that everyone told you around your training and eating to burn the fat, and it just wouldn't budge. And then literally, I have a mindset shift and I changed something deep down in my subconscious mind, my belief system around what I wanted. And bang, I could lose 4 or 5 kilos in a month, which normally I would never lose that amount in a month. I used to lose max of 1 kilo or something, but I shift something in my metabolism and bang, it changes. Or I had another coach I was speaking with and he was similar. He was training for a marathon, and he had a switch in his mind of how much he needed to just drop some weight to get, to his best training for that. And he lost 8 kilos just really instantly because he changed something in his mindset and his subconscious. Nothing changed in terms of the training, but it changed there. John Gabriel also, he was the one that first exposed me to this sort of thinking and this line of work. And he lost 100 kilos and he attributes that to his mindset shifts and visualizations that he did. Because he worked with, Dr. Atkins and did all the sort of diets under the sun and it didn't shift his weight. But he lost 100 kilos through shifting his mindset, and visualization was a key thing for him. I think there's more to it than that, but key thing about shifting the subconscious mind was what created the big changes for him as well. And look, what happens is, I'm not saying that the weight training, the eating, that doesn't matter. Of course it does. But even when you change the mindset, you then become more motivated, consistent, sustainable with all that also. So I want to tell you a little bit about how much your subconscious mind matters in terms of your metabolism. So your subconscious mind is the part of you and the brain where you actually don't have much awareness around it. It's the part that, of your brain that's operating all the chemicals, bodily functions. You're not thinking, hey, lungs, breathe right now. Good. Convert that chemical into energy and blah, blah, whatever else it does biologically in the body. Send your blood all through your heart and into your muscles and all that. You don't tell your brain to do any of that. It does it out of your awareness. And so 90% of our brain is subconscious and out of our awareness, 90 to 95%. And this part is actually the part that dictates our metabolism. And so if you, for some reason, this part of our brain thinks it's good for you to have weight on, thinks that you need that for survival, or, maybe you've restricted yourself a lot in dieting, and so it thinks there's a famine, and so then it's under a lot of stress. And so it thinks it's good for you to have weight because in famine, you needed to have weight. So it would retain your weight so you don't lose it. That could be a reason. Or perhaps you're under just stressful circumstances in a traumatic experience, or you're in a stressful relationship, or just chronic stress around your work and life and how busy it is. If you're under that, again, the subconscious might think you need to have weight because it thinks that you are under a famine or some stressful event, because back thousands of years ago, with this part in our brain, if you were under a stressful event, you may have needed the weight to sustain you through a cold time or a famine. And so it could be those reasons. Or, for me, a lot of the reasons I subconsciously think I thought, I might have needed weight, or other clients I speak to, could be something like, you don't want to be attractive, you don't want to be seen, or you don't want to be putting yourself out there romantically, and men have hurt you in the past, so you don't want to be attracted to them and put yourself out there with them. So you want to hide in some weight, and so you feel less attractive, so you don't actually put yourself out there to get hurt. And that's actually helping you by doing that. Or maybe you don't want to be seen, you want to be visible, you want to be hidden for some reason. And so there's so many reasons of why the subconscious, not your conscious mind that you're aware of, but deep down there's a reason of why you feel like you might need the weight on. And if that's the case, your subconscious mind dictates the chemicals for your metabolism. It dictates your whole metabolism and whether you burn fat or not. And so if that's the case, if it thinks that you need to retain weight, it will change your hunger hormone. And so it will make you feel hungry all the time. It will decrease your satiety hormone so you don't feel satisfied and full. It will actually make your eyes, dilate and, focus in on food with high rich density calories, sugary food, high energy food, so that you will put on more weight. It will make you become quite obsessed with that. It will actually make your taste buds become a bit more dull, so you need sweeter, tastier food to actually satisfy yourself. It will do all of these changes. It will release cortisol and hormones so that you will not, they are the ones that will limit your ability to burn fat. Your subconscious mind thinks you actually need to have weight for some reason. It will do all these bodily function changes so that no matter how hard you're trying with your actions and with your eating and training, it might not be to any avail. And until you work out why it is that your body wants the weight, why it is your body wants to eat emotionally, until you can work that out and the brain and why it's doing that, a lot of the work you might be doing might be not as helpful for you or not getting you the result you're after. And so a really simple thing here I want to just get you to do is just ask the question and just see what pops up. It is the question of just, why may I be wanting this weight? What may this be giving me? And what might be the downside to letting it go? So why am I holding on to it? What is it giving me? What may be the downside or the thing I'm afraid of by letting it go? Ask those 3 questions and just see what pops up. See what the subconscious mind wants to tell you. Now, there are learning strategies we use with my clients in order to access this part of our brain, so that it's something that's not really often in our awareness. So if you want some more support around this and you've sort of tried everything and it's not really working, you want to understand your mindset and why it might be holding on to this weight and decreasing your metabolism and not helping you burn that fat, please reach out, comment below, or reach out to me, contact me. I'd love to help you think through this more for you. But otherwise, ladies, hope you're well, and I look forward to hearing from you again soon.